Hi, I'm Dean from SequencerTalk, and I'm here with...
Hi, I'm Alex. Hi, Dean.
We're here at the Twisted Electrons booth, and you have something really nice to show this time.
Yeah, thanks. Well, it's the FLEXfm. It's a hybrid analog digital 8-voice 4-operator FM Groovebox with sampling.
Ooh, I like that. So you have a reputation for really quirky and bitty sounds. So I'm very keen to see what's going on.
This is the FLEXfm. Flex because everything about it is flexible. You can morph between 4 patterns on every voice. You can morph between 4 different sets of algorithms. You've got some tempo curves, so you can really bend each voice in time. Each I call them voices, but they're tracks. You know, each track can be at a different tempo, a different rate. You have. I'll just run you through the functions we have here. There's a mix mode, so you can like a performance mixer, so you can easily set up scenes, which you can easily store and recall. There's the key. So there's a musical element to it too. You can group 4 operators of a single voice into a chord, 4-voice chords, and then we have access to a load of chords which you can easily choose from, and you can also invert the chords in different ways. All this with a simple turn of a knob that you can also modulate with LFOs. There are 4 LFOs for every voice, so with loads of different shapes, and also the ability to redraw your own LFO with the joystick. The operators themselves are digital and they're DSP, so we're not limited to what the chip offers like previous products. There are 32 engines to choose from now, including a lot of the great Beautiful Instruments ones. But then we've got some of our own, like the Mega FM oscillator with all that nice DAC era goodness, and of course wavetable that you can redraw in real time with the joystick as well.
Really cool. So it's not just 8-bit anymore, it's really a sophisticated big Groovebox.
I like to keep things chunky and crunchy, but yeah, we're in the 32-bit float era here. So it also has sampling. You can, let's have a look. I load a sample, a song here. You can go into the wave editor. Here we go. So you can slice samples, and it's quick and easy to preview them. And if you hold down the slice, you can quickly go in and scale and nudge the markers.
Oh, that's good implementation.
And it's also got an analog input, so you can go in and sample your own sounds. So if you have your favorite polysynth, you can play a chord in there and load it in.
How much time do you have for sampling?
Sampling is about 10 seconds per voice. So it's kind of short, but the intention is a drum synthesizer before mainly.
Cool, nice. So, and you have, this is a speaker or a touch plate?
This is a velocity sensitive drum pad, so you can tap in your beats, with velocity for doing. It's got a high degree of sensitivity, so you can do things like ghost notes and the likes. And also, I should mention that each pattern has 128 steps, and each step can be divided into 8 sub-steps. So you can do a lot of drills and nudging, and also when you're recording, you can have it set to quantize or unquantize for some quite loose feels.
So you have the opportunity to make wonky beats, not just on the grid.
Exactly, yeah.
Do you have a micro timing adjustment in there?
Yes. If you hold a step, you just move it back and forth by
nice, exactly. That's how we like it.
And on the subject of tempo, I don't know if I told you, but you can actually apply tempo curves to each voice. So it'll accelerate and decelerate over the course of a bar, and then meet at the end, so they can stay in sync while being completely wonky.
Cool.
And also grooves. You've got groove templates from lots of different machines, but you can go into the actual groove template and edit each step of it. So you can set up your swing behaviors. Do you want it to behave like a 909 or what are the T-best? Don't know what that is. 808, LM1.
Yeah. What's the mixing situation on the unit?
Yep, there's a performance mixer, so the mix mode, it takes over all the knobs here and they become voice mixers. But you also have a master filter here and access to the reverb. And yeah, I didn't mention we've got reverb, delay, and compressor, but you can quickly dial in the reverb in real time with a mix.
Per voice, or is it completely global?
They're master effects, yeah, but you can send them in obviously by individually per voice. So this mixer allows you to store and recall different mixes on the fly. You also have a snapshot mode, which will capture all the positions of all the knobs at any time.
Perfect.
You can just load them instantly.
So you have the opportunity to make adjustments and switch back and forth.
Yeah,
Okay.
Unlimited undo. It's got an internal hard drive of 32 gigs, and these snapshots only take a few kilobytes, so it's limitless.
And you have the LED rings on the encoders. Are the encoders push buttons also?
Yes, so you press any encoder, and you have a choice of things you can do with it. You can link it to a macro, move a knob, then when you have macro on, it becomes a macro. You can also link it to an LFO. Choose one of your 4 LFOs. And then you see the, don't know if you can see that, but the LFO is animating the LED rings here. Each voice has 4 LFOs. And there are a ton of different LFO shapes. And my favorite is the draw, where you can just use your joystick to draw your LFOs.
That's pretty nifty. So there are many choices in there for really good performance and editing.
Yeah.
And do you have for the steps any tricks or something, real-time recording or step mute or something?
Yeah, there's a whole duck solution system here. The duckers and the duckies, where it's a bit like a sidechain. You can choose which channels will duck and which channels will be ducked. And in the same vein, you have chokers, which are more not on the audio domain, but more choking, like if you want to open hat to be cut off by the closed one. So there's that relationship between tracks that you can create. Yeah.
And per voice, do you have different resolutions for the sequencer, or is it everything the same?
Yeah, each sequencer can run at a different speed. Actually, you've got a master tempo, but you can choose the rate. So you can could have a sequencer running at half the speed as the master, or anything, any percentage. So you can do. Also, the chaining is polyphonic, so each voice can chain at different times. So you can do polyrhythms. Each track can be up to 128 steps, but you can also choose the obviously the start and last. First step, last step. You can also go in and generate some Euclidean beats, copy and paste. So there are 3 levels of step editing.
Nice. Do you have how many steps do you have? I see 4 pages or?
Yeah, it's 4 pages of 16 steps. No, it's 128 steps. So I'll get this wrong. 8 pages, isn't it? Yeah.
8 pages. Okay.
Yeah, 8 pages of 16.
I think it's enough.
Yeah, it's enough.
For most things.
And if you run out, you just make another pattern. They're easy to copy over, and then just chain them.
So can you show us the chaining mode?
Yeah.
Maybe.
So I've called it pattern mode. It's where you chain your patterns. You just you have a grid here of 32, so you can chain up to 32 patterns. You say which is the last of the chain, which will determine how many slots you have in the chain. Then you just go in and edit them.
Okay, that's easy enough.
Yeah. So the polyphonic chaining can be a bit confusing. They all start chaining at different times. But you can, in the settings, there's an easy mode, which would allow you to do it all at once.
Do you have for the polyphonic mode a piano roll in there, or
A piano roll?
a piano roll, so you can see what chord notes are held?
Yep, there's a piano roll which shows you on a grid.
I see. Cool, nice.
No notes in there at the moment. And most important feature is Space Invader.
But no sound.
No sound yet.
This is missing, sadly.